All right, so I've got a garden update for everyone who's interested. This is kind of a tough one to share. You know, I really don't know what I'm doing. Like I said before, no idea. I've never done this garden stuff by myself before. Really can barely tell a weed from an actual plant. So I'm struggling with that right now, but there's a couple other things I'm struggling with too. So I'm just gonna get right into it. So remember I planted some cucumber plants. You know, I think they look okay. They're yellowing a little bit. I was told we do impartial due to wet soil. It's super wet back here. I don't know how to dry it out. No idea. I'm just gonna let the sun do its thing and hope for the best. But hopefully these two little cucumber plants will work. You know, I planted two knowing that probably at least one would die. Taking a look, the weeds are getting a little bit more risky back here. You know, they're starting to really pop up. My little pepper, it's not dead, it's still green, but we had a storm last night, so you can see it's kind of dirty. Hoping that one will yield something. These two peppers, these are my snackable reds. You know, they seem to still be doing okay. Look at this one, check this out, this is kind of cool. It has buds on it. So I'm hopeful that I'll get at least a pepper or two. Now remember, I needed to spice things up a little bit, so I added some jalapenos in here. So let's take a look at that. My jalapeno, remember I did the mammoth jalapenos because, let's be honest, why cut up like 500 when you can cut up like 100, you know? So let's keep them a little bigger. So let's just take a look real quick. So here's my mammoth jalapeno. I'll go over the fence. I'm not used to this fence here. So it's looking okay. It's not dead yet, so that's good. My other pepper that I grew from seed is also doing okay, so excited about that. But what the heck happens when we move over into my beans? Look at this. Looks like something's been eating it. I swear, if I catch the rabbits in here, ooh boy, not gonna be cool. My beans just are not looking fab. Look at this one. Looks like something has seriously been eating it. So this is kind of stressing me out a little bit. You know, we've got this fence here. We've got a fence on both sides. I think I'm probably gonna have to do another fence along the other side because I've been working way too hard for this stuff just to get eaten off. Good thing, when I started gardening, I overplanted. So I do have a whole bunch of bean plants, and I also have a couple more in the front of the house. So I anticipated that most of these are probably gonna die because you know, I'm not real good at what I'm doing. But gosh, come on, bunnies, come on. We've got the carrots here. I've got a couple things coming up, but I don't think they're carrots. You know, they don't have that like carroty look. They're probably weeds, but just in case, I'm just gonna leave them grow. Because I really don't know, and I don't want to take any chances of ripping them out. So that tomato plant that my friend gave me is looking a little sad back here too. You know, just not looking super great. Gosh, terrible. I feel really bad actually telling her that I killed it, so hopefully I can keep it alive. My first bed of lettuce wasn't doing any good last time. Go figure, still not doing real great. But you know, I'm hopeful that it'll spring back. We'll see. We'll take a look here. So here's my lettuce, first bed. Again, it's not dead. You know, it's still green, so we're doing something okay. But now this next area is where my heart really hurts. And I mean that, like, this is really where my heart hurts. I looked forward to the peas this year. You know, I was supposed to have these coming out my eyeballs. I was supposed to have so many peas and so many beans, and I just really suck at what I'm doing. If I'm honest, I'm just not good at this. So here is one of my pea plants. Yeah, dead. Pea plant number 2, dead. Pea plant number 3, this was the giant of all pea plants. Get real close there. Pretty sure it's dead. Pea plant 4, dead. 5, non-existent. Looks like it got eaten. 6, looks like it got eaten. 7, still here, but probably not for long. And 8, dead. 9, dead. But then we see this big hunk of lettuce. Now this guy is doing awesome. Taking a look here, you know, oh shoot, I just kind of ripped that a little bit. Well, hopefully I don't kill the plant. It's it's doing okay. My second bed of lettuce, you know, not doing super either. So I had big plans this summer. You know, I was gonna be eating all kinds of produce, and it was gonna be all this produce that I planted, and I was gonna feed the fam. I was gonna do awesome, and then I find out that I'm just really no good at this. Better luck next year, I'm kind of hoping. This year it looks like I'm still gonna have to buy a bunch of stuff. Moving on to my tomatoes, they surprisingly don't look terrible. And it's kind of funny because tomatoes are the only thing that I planted that I'm not like, yay, I get to eat tomatoes, woohoo! So I guess I'm excited, but I'm seriously crying about my peas. Like, this really, really makes me sad. So taking a look here, plant number 1, this is my Better Boy. Yeah, he's doing okay. And then my heirloom, you know, this one, check this out. This is kind of cool. Super excited about this. Flower. Pretty sure that means I'm getting a tomato. Hey! Over here, these are my Juliets, so those Roma grapes. You know, I think the plant seems to be doing okay. It's getting pretty tall. Same with my heirloom and my Better Boy, you know, doing okay. And then my Roma tomato. Romas are like, they're like the golden tomatoes. They're the tomatoes of all tomatoes. I'm not quite sure if that makes sense, but if you aren't a tomato person, because I wasn't a tomato person, if you're not a tomato person, try some Romas. Cut them up, maybe stick them in your salad or something if you're into that. Put them on something. I don't really know. I don't really eat them plain, but just try them. They're actually not that bad. So I'm hopeful that that guy will prevail this summer. And then down here we've got my cherry tomatoes. These are still doing okay too. You know, I don't have any flowers on anything else, but the plants are all pretty small. So then next, we've got kind of the spinach, cilantro, basil, zucchini area, so we'll head into there. My spinach does not look great, so this is sad. This one, when I took my first look, looked pretty dead. I kind of wiped it off a little bit. It's probably still gonna die, whatever. Spinach over here, this one looks better. Check that out. It's a couple leaves at least, so pretty excited about that. And who knew that I was a cilantro farmer? Yeah, you know, I think this is where it's at. I think I am meant to do herbs. I pretty much suck at everything else, but my herbs are kicking. Let's take a look. So check it out. I've got like 15 cilantro plants. So, I mean, I've got some dead ones. I'm not gonna lie. Like, those look pretty dead. This one dead. That one's probably dead. That one for sure dead. But that's only like 5 plants. So I'm still batting like 63% here, 66%, something like that. I don't really know. I didn't count exactly how many are dead, but I'd say I'm still doing okay here. So, hey, I'm gonna take that as a win. And my basil is looking pretty bomb back here. So up in my herb garden, basil's dead. Yeah, I know. Planted it by seed. Like I said, I thought I was gonna be a lot better than this. I'm truly not. Yeah, not super great. But let me show you this one basil plant back here. It looks super great. Check it out. We're starting to get some big leaves on this basilar. I mean, it's still only like a centimeter tall, but hey, I'll take what I can get at this point. I was super excited about this one. I was like, oh my God, I'm getting big basil. And then I realized that that's probably a weed. So I don't really know, but I'm pretty sure it's a weed. And then over to my zucchini. You know, I've got that yellow leaf on this one. This one's looking okay. Elise and I did have that kind of discussion about which one's gonna die, and I had said the one on the right was gonna die. She thought no. I still think the one on the right's gonna die, but hey, hopefully I can get at least one plant out of these guys. And then I just wanted to point something out. I have super awesome friends, you guys. You should see what my friend did. She came here. Not only did she buy me or bring me some cantaloupe that she grew a whole bunch of cantaloupe. So I think I'm probably just gonna put the cantaloupe where the peas were, and hopefully it'll work. Hopefully, I'm like crossing my fingers real hard over here. But so not only did she do that, but she brought me this awesome sign. Check this out. welcome to the garden. Oh my gosh, I was so excited when I came back here. I was like, where did this come from? And then I got a text from her, said, hey, did you go to your garden? Did you see your sign? And I was like, oh my gosh, so awesome. So thank you to Melissa for dropping off that super cool sign. Look at how awesome it looks, everyone. Yeah, that's right. Welcome to my garden, where I can't keep anything alive, but the signage is great. So I just want to also point out my sage back here. That little guy seems to be doing okay, weathering the storms. So that's exciting. You know, I've got a lot going, but I think probably most of it's going to die. I kind of knew that getting into this, but I was hopeful. So who knows? Whatever. Trying my best. Anyways, till next time.